Nigeria Super Eagles have kicked off their 2025 African Cup of Nations title quest with a win over the Taifa Stars of Tanzania. Sami Ajayi handed Nigeria the lead in the 36th minute, bagging a second international goal to put the Super Eagles in front. The towering defender headed Iwobi's cross from close range, leaving Foba with no chance. Tanzania struck back in the 50th minute as Charles Mbombwa converted Novatus Marashi's chip over the top of the Nigerian defense to draw the Taifa Stars level. However, the Super Eagles restored their lead just 2 minutes later as Lookman scored a spectacular strike from the edge of the area to restore Nigeria's lead, beating goalkeeper Foba at a far post. Nigeria will look to maintain its spot at the top of Group C when the Super Eagles face Tunisia at the First Stadium on Saturday. Super Eagles defender Sami Ajayi was named the man of the match, and he expressed his delight at scoring for the team.
It's always an amazing feeling to score for your country, and in such a game like this to get us off to a really good start. I was really pleased. So yeah, it shows that we're one team. We can't only rely on the attackers to get goals. I think we need to get goals from all over the team. So yeah, the defenders, the midfielders, everyone needs to chip in if we want to do well in this tournament. So yeah, I'm glad we got off to a good start. So a few things that we could iron out and improve. There are also a lot of positives that we could take from the game as well. But yeah, like I said, we're definitely aware of the things that we need to do better in terms of seeing out the game and also killing teams off. And we'll be working really hard on the training field to put that right.
Now the Super Eagles will look to maintain its spot at the top of Group C when they face Tunisia on Saturday. Reacting to the team's victory, head coach Eric Chell stated the team will have to improve as the tournament goes by.
Exactement. Et donc il faut cravacher pendant 40 minutes pour essayer d'aller chercher la victoire maintenant avec cette.
We have to analyze this win because we did in first half a lot of good things to create a chance to score. We had a lot of chance to score goals in the first half, and in the second half we gave the chance to Tanzania to coming back in this game. We are happy for the 3 winning, and the most important thing in AFCON is to improve at every game. This is a big game against Tunisia because this is a big team, so we have to improve about a lot of things defensively, and of course we have to put more movement when we don't have the ball and when we have the ball.
TVC Sports editor Promise Afuge was live at the stadium as the Super Eagles defeated their Tanzanian counterparts, and he joins us this evening. Promise, talk to us. What's the atmosphere like in camp after that victory?
Well, naturally, when a team wins a football game, you expect celebration, you expect some boisterous mood, but that is not the case here in camp. Yeah, we're glad we picked all 3 points against Tanzania, but the mood is a bit moody because the team and the players, really feel that they could have done a lot better with this game. They feel chances created were not totally converted. They feel, yes, that a game against Tanzania could have been a lot better than what we saw. However, you take a look at the statistics and you would agree with me that the final outcome, the final result is not a true reflection of what the statistics say. The Super Eagles totally dominated the game in terms of the possession, in terms of the number of shots taken. A total number of 18 shots, 11 on target, and you wonder why the full-time result is 2-1. And in my opinion, I would have thought maybe the Tanzanian goalkeeper should have been the man of the match because he made 8 saves in 90 minutes. 8 saves to keep the results a bit respectable for the Taifa Stars. Coach Eric Chell has said this is just one game down. At the press conference, he mentioned that a lot of work still has to be done with his team going into the second fixture against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia, who are currently 3 goals up against Uganda at the moment. And with the current results, as it stands, Tunisia will go top of Group C.
Okay, finally, let's get your thoughts. You just said the coach has turned his focus to the next games. So many Nigerians are concerned about the defensive aspect of the Super Eagles game. What do you think the focus will be in training session, and when does that start in terms of the recovery and, more importantly, the tactical drills?
Certainly, recovery starts tomorrow. There could be a recovery session in the morning and then a training session later in the evening. Samson, you would agree with me that, most times, or more often than not, the Nigerian national team usually starts tournament like this very slowly. I recall the last AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire. The Super Eagles actually started with a draw against Equatorial Guinea. Same team went all the way to the final. And there is a school of thought that perhaps we've even started this tournament much better than we saw in the last AFCON when we got to the finals. And so for Coach Eric Schell and his team, it is a step at a time.
Okay, we'll just wish the team the very best. Promise Afoge, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
That's